Continuing with the Halachot of Birkat HaTorah, the very, very essential, important Halachot of Birkat HaTorah. It happens every now and then that a person is unsure whether or not he recited the Brachot Birkat HaTorah, even though some people do hold, some poskim hold that Birkat HaTorah is doraita, and therefore one could go back in a case where he's not sure. But first I want to talk about what if a person is not sure if he said the Birkat HaTorah. So he does not go back and repeat them. Instead, depends on when you remember, will determine what you do next. So if you remember in the Pesukei Zimran, it hits you, I haven't said the Birkat Torah, then you can have in mind during the bracha before Kriyat Shema that should count as the Birkat Torah, Birkat Ahavat Olam. Because there's a lot of similarities between that bracha and the bracha that we make before Torah. So a person could have in mind that I want this bracha of Ahavat Olam to be my Birkat Torah. Afterwards, though, since Birkat Torah always has to be followed by Limud Torah, and you can't really do that in the middle of Tefillah, like Kutosef writes that a person should be sure to study a small amount of Torah right after the Chazarat Hashatz. So again, the person who says, I didn't say the Birkat Torah, he remembers during the Pesukei Zimran, he's allowed to designate the Ahavat Olam to be his Birkat Torah, and then right after the Chazan finishes the Chazaram, then he opens up a Sefer and he quickly studies a little bit of Torah, and the Bracha, so to speak, goes on that study, and he's fulfilled his obligation. Preferably, if a person doesn't know that or he knows that he didn't say the Birkat Torah, and now he fulfilled his obligation during the Ahavat Olam, so afterwards he does not go and repeat the Brachot after Tefillah, right? Because he already fulfilled it. What about a case where a person is not sure if he said Birkat Torah? Can he still rely upon his Ahavat Olam? He didn't even have in mind then. Halacha is that it counts for you even though you didn't have in mind. Okay, so even though you didn't have in mind, it still counts. You should study Torah as soon as you remember. If somebody else is fulfilling your obligation for you, like any bracha, every time somebody makes a bracha and we have in mind to fulfill it, so it counts for us as well. So let's say you are going to a situation where you're asking somebody else to fulfill the mitzvah for you, because I'm not sure if I said it, and I remember already before tefillah, so I'm in a better case. I catch somebody coming into the Beit Knesset, I say, do you mind saying the brachot? Have me in mind. So in order for the brachot to count, ideally you should say amen. When do you say amen? We hold, Sfaradim hold, really that there are three brachot over here. Al Divrei Torah, Va'arevna, and Asher Bachar Banu. We hold that there are three, that's based on Arizal, we hold that all three separate brachot, and therefore a person should respond amen right after Al Divrei Torah. He's fulfilling the bracha for you, you're doing the mitzvah for you, so you have to say amen. So he says Al Divrei Torah, amen. Then Va'arevna, you answer amen again, and then after Asher Bachar Banu as well, you say bracha. Baruch Adonai Elohim Amen.